Welcome to NEXTGames video on Odyssey, Sheol B, the NM fight against Cook. In this fight, I'll go over the Cook NM strategy, a battle example of the Cook fight, and then I'll show you yet another deaggro method that I've stumbled across during today's runs. Let's get into it. So, for many of the NMs in Sheol B, I've been using that strategy of having ArcEV tank the main NM while I deal with the adds. Now I chose to go with that strategy again here on this run, as I'm still fearful I'm going to pop that course NM soon, and I will definitely need ArcEV to help me deal with that situation. However, we have seen that he is only useful on some of the NMs we pop in Sheol B, so you will always need to be ready to take over if you pop one of those NMs that can kill him quickly. Now Cook was the most challenging of the NMs that I have gone against in Sheol B yet. He frequently used Body Slam, which is an AoE ability that hits for up to 2,000 damage, and Void Song, which wipes all shadows and all buffs. This means most time he will end up killing all of your trust and wiping all of your buffs, forcing you to finish the fight in dual wield 40 gear and being sure to keep your shadows up at all times, as there will be no one to cure you. Cook will also use Mighty Strikes as his SP ability, so that is the most common time for ArcEV to die. Watch for it and be ready to take over as tank if he goes down. Start the fight with having Inin, Yane, and Kaka up. Then switch to your evasion gear once the adds pop. If ArcEV dies, make sure to switch to Gekka and Yonin. Make sure to enfeeble Cook and to limit his TP gain and the ability to take out ArcEV. And remember that multi-skep skill chains shred these guys, so if you can manage to get one in during all of the chaos, do so. For Trust, I'm using Joachim for March, Korumuru for Haste 2, and Monboro and Yoran Oren for Cures. Enjoy the run, everyone. And there we go. As you can see, it's not too bad, but just like with the scorpions, you're more than likely going to finish that fight alone. Let's move on to this interesting deaggro method. So this was just another interesting deaggro method, so I thought I'd show it. As you can see, my hit point was in the yellow, therefore I blood aggroed the hounds. They are chasing me right now, and as you can see, getting further and further behind me because I'm in my movement speed plus 25% boots. So this is only going to work in a situation like that where you have a movement speed increase of, I would probably say, 18% or more. But if we can get this far ahead, as soon as we turn this corner, they're all just going to de-aggro. It's like they just don't see me anymore, and normally that may happen with some sight mobs and stuff, but I've never really seen that happen with blood aggro. And sure enough, they just depop and leave me alone. The conflux doesn't see that I have hate anymore, so it allows me to go up, and we're allowed to continue on with our run. So obviously it's not something you can plan on, but if you do have good movement speed enhancing gear, it is something you can try out. Additionally, let's go ahead and see how I can try and salvage this run, as even though I blood aggroed there and got away with it, I sadly won't get away with it up here. Now in hindsight, I probably just should have removed all of my actual armor that gave me my hit point boost, and I probably would have gotten out of that yellow hit point, but really wasn't thinking of that at the time. I was just trying to get the run over with, and I probably should have taken a little more care. But as you can see right here is where the toads aggro. My goal at this point is just try and get as far away from them as possible and die, so that hopefully I have enough time to get up and not re-blood aggro them before the 51 seconds elapse. That was the end of 2 very successful runs for me. I took out a total of 4 NMs today in my 2 runs. Look for some more videos from me later on this week in regards to how those NMs went. Everyone stay safe and stay healthy. Thanks for watching.